In this video, we're going to introduce how to find the degree of a polynomial and go over more collecting like terms. The degree of a polynomial is determined by finding the term that has the variable with the highest exponent. If a term is a constant, the degree of that constant is 0 because it has no variables. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. In the first example, I have a binomial, 2 terms. In the first term, I have a variable that doesn't have an exponent. We should know that because we don't see an exponent, it doesn't mean it's not there. This has an exponent of 1, right? 1x. So therefore, the degree of this term is 1. In the next term, we have a constant. Constants have a degree of 0. So the degree of the overall polynomial is the one with the highest number of exponents. So in this case, we have a binomial of degree 1. In our second example, we have 4 separate terms. And again, we're going to look individually to figure out what is the highest exponent of each term. In the first one, again, we have just the variable, so we know that the first term has a degree 1. The second term is a constant, so that is degree 0. The third term has an exponent of 2, so this is degree 2. Our last term doesn't have an exponent, but it is a variable, so this has an exponent of 1. So this is degree 1. Overall, this gives us a quadrinomial of degree 2. This is because the term that has the highest exponent is this one right here. So we're not adding anything together, we're just looking at the individual terms and finding the highest exponent. Things get a little bit different when we have multiple variables inside of one term. So here we are given 3 terms, and each of the terms have 2 different variables in them. This is where we have to do a little bit of mental math. In the first term, we have 3ab squared. The exponent on the a is a 1. The exponent on the b is a 2. So the overall degree of this term is going to be the sum of both of them together. So this has a degree of 3. Our second term has an a and a b, both of them exponent 1. So again, the overall degree of this term is 2. In our third one, we have both of them are squared. So we're just going to add up the exponents here. So this term is degree 4. So overall, when we're talking about this polynomial, we are choosing the term with the highest degree. In this case, this is the term with the highest degree. So we have a trinomial of degree 4. Combining what we learned in our last video, we are going to simplify this expression, write it in the right order, figure out what type of polynomial it is, and what is the degree. Since we have brackets, the first thing we're going to do is distribute. Nothing in front of the first bracket means I can leave it alone, but there is a negative in front of the second bracket, so I do need to distribute that. After I've distributed, I need to collect my like terms. I begin by putting my a's together, and then by putting my b's together and simplifying. I then check that they are in the right order. It should be alphabetical, which it is. The A is first, the B is second. I don't have to worry about exponents because both of them have an exponent of 1. So what type of polynomial is this? Well, it's simplified. There are 2 terms, so this is a binomial. What degree is this binomial? Well, again, let's check each term. This has a variable, exponent of 1, so this is degree 1. This has a variable, also degree 1. So what is the degree? 1. In example 2, we have a slightly more complex example, but again, I begin by distributing anything in front of the brackets to the inside of the brackets, and then I start collecting like terms. I want to put the D's together, the G's together, and the E's together. In this case, there's only one E. I also want to be able to do multiple steps in one. I not only want to collect like terms, but I want to make sure that I'm writing my answer in the correct order. So alphabetical is important. So A, B, C, D goes first, E goes second, G goes last. Alphabetical first, and then pay attention to the exponents. So here it is more important for this to be in alphabetical order than to be in exponential order. We worry more about exponential order when all the letters are the same. But since they're not the same, we worry about alphabetical first. So we've distributed, we've collected, we've ordered it. What type of polynomial is this? There are 3 terms, so this is a trinomial. What is the degree? Well, let's take a closer look. This has a variable, degree 1. This has a variable, degree 2. And this has a variable, degree 1. We pick the highest one, so this is degree 2. In the last example, I've given you another polynomial expression. Try this one on your own. Pause the video, distribute, collect, write it in the correct order. What type of polynomial is it, and what degree is it? When you're ready, hit play for the answers. Check your work. How did you do? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the next video.